If I can have your attention, please, we would like to call the April 12th Board of Education meeting to order at this time. I'd like to welcome everybody that's here in our audience tonight, or this afternoon late. First item in business is the approval of the agenda that's in front of you. Is there anybody got any additions or deletions to the agenda? Nope.
Move approval. Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Next thing is item number 3 is the approval of our board minutes. Give you a second to look those over, and at that time I'll entertain a motion to accept.
So moved.
All right, got a motion and got a second. Any discussion?
Recuse
Recuse. Okay.
from
And of course I wasn't here at the Tuesday night meeting. So, all right, we're good? All right. All right, we got a motion and a second to accept the minutes. No discussion? All in favor of this motion, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Item number 4 is discussion, no action. Dr. Phipps.
This is student assignment information. We do this each year. We're starting to get calls now about folks that are looking at the possibility of enrollment in schools outside of their attendance area, and we try to go through and move forward the current enrollment. And then the way I've been calculating, we don't know for sure what the kindergarten numbers will be, and we haven't gone through the complete kindergarten registration yet. So I take a look at this year's kindergarten enrollment and last year's and combine those together and let that average be what we go with. And any school that hits 95% of the height calculated capacity, we say are closed in terms of new transfers from outside the attendance area. And right now the 2 that we're going to declare closed are John Cotton Taylor and Washington High School. And then we have some others that we're watching. Do you have those? This is my first. Okay. The ones that we're watching are Bath Elementary, Eastern Elementary, John Small, and P.S. Jones, the ones that we normally watch. And if they hit the 95 amount, then we'll come back and let you know that.
Usually CPS is on the watch list.
And they're not right now. No.
Anybody else have any questions for Dr. Phipps?
That's no action required. Just want you to know that's what we're dealing with.
Okay. All right. Moving on down.
To watch again.
The ones that are being watched are Bath Elementary, Eastern Elementary, John Small, and P.S. Jones.
Okay. Thank you, sir. All right.
Next is a policy update from the School Board Association. These are the spring policy with the update customization program that we have with them. You see the normal matrix there, and then behind that are the actual policies. This is first reading, so we're not looking for any action. We just wanted you to be aware that these are out, and then we'll be bringing them back in May for approval. And I'll give you more details on those as you've had a chance to look at them.
All right. Okay. And let's see here. Now we're going on to discussion action. Revision to policy 7410, teacher contracts. Mr. Dunn.
Yes, sir. This is the revision to our previous contract policy. We presented first reading last month. Haven't made any changes and asking for approval tonight.
Okay. Any questions for Mark? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Move approval.
All right, got a motion and a second. No discussion? All in favor of this motion, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. All right, 5.2.
We have the 2 budgets that we've gone through our budget process. You've had those, and we've made some edits and updates. And our meeting with the commissioners is scheduled for lunch on the 23rd, and we'll be presenting both of these budgets to them as a budget request. But we need approval on the 2 budgets, and I'd like to ask that tonight. If I could do it as separate motions, just so that they stand as separate items, I'd like to ask if we could do that. But we have the 18-19 local budget request, and we also have the 18-19 capital budget request.
And this is the same as what we looked at
Yes.
the other night?
I make a motion to approve the 18-19 local budget.
Okay.
Second.
All right, got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I have the same concerns I had the other night, but seeing how this is just our jumping off point, we'll address those when we get.
I'm sure we'll come back to them again.
Yeah. I just want the record.
All right. Everybody ready to vote on this motion?
Yes.
All right. All in favor of this motion, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Okay.
Motion to approve capital.
Capital.
Second.
And a second over here. Okay. Any discussion?
These are totally unchanged also?
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Seeing none, all in favor of this motion, say aye. Aye. Okay. All opposed? Motion passes. We got our proposed budgets to present. All right. Okey-doke. All right, and let's see.
Field trip.
Field trips, Dr. Phipps.
We have the field trips are 2 schools, if I'm frozen right now. It's Southside High School and Northeast Elementary. It's April the 25th through the 28th. This is to the state Envirothon competition at Snow Camp, and we have one taking a minivan, the other's taking a minibus. We have the appropriate number of chaperones for number of students, and I'd just like to seek approval for that field trip.
Move approval.
Second.
Got a motion and a second? No discussion? All in favor of this motion, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. All right, we got a field trip approved. All right, the summer school program, Dr. Phipps.
Summer school program is probably misidentified. It's not a true summer school. What this is actually the testing retake for students that don't pass the EOGs or the EOCs. By doing this, it won't count for our growth, but it does help for proficiency. And my concern would be that 3 years from now, schools are really going to be judged based on their EOG proficiency. And if we can do something with retesting that helps a school out and a student to pass, we want to give them that opportunity. So these are the plans which basically follow just a couple days of remediation, and then we do the retest. And we just want to put this in front of you. It's not a long, drawn-out deal. It happens over the period of 3 or 4 days, and then the testing's wrapped up. It only applies to students who fail to pass or meet proficiency for the state tests. So just seeking approval.
I have one question on that, and I'm assuming that this would be the case, but if, for instance, and I know this is about EOGs, but if you are a reading or math or science teacher and a student needs math remediation, will it be the math teacher that would be doing that and not just a teacher that's available? Does that make sense?
I think it would be kind of all hands on deck to cover the needs, but you've got a smaller group here.
Okay.
But I can find out. I can give you a detail.
I was just curious, because if it's an English teacher that's doing math remediation, I don't see the student improving that much if he or she doesn't have a hands-on math teacher.
Our goal will be for it to be in content area because these are the students that didn't pass, so we
Right.
want to make sure that we give them as much support as we can. I'll ensure that when I have the conversation.
I know in the lower levels, these teachers teach all those subjects,
Right.
but as you age up, they branch off a little bit.
I'll verify
Some
that.
of them have actually got the teachers that are doing it.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
summer
I
plans
noticed
too.
that, and then some of them didn't, and I just had that question.
Any further discussion?
Move approval.
Okay.
Second.
All right, got a motion and a second to approve the summer school program. All in favor of this motion, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. All right, 5.5, Dr. Phipps.
Next is summer hours. This is something we've always done, and we just want to get it out in front of the board now and seek your approval so that we can go ahead and plan and let folks know. The idea will be to do our summer hours as we've done in the past with a 4-day week with Monday through Thursday, working more hours. But you see here the school office hours would continue to be 8 a.m. to 4:30, and central services would be 8 a.m. to 4:30, and central services would also be open on Friday from 8 to 12. And then they'll obviously be working more hours than that because they've got to get a full weekend in 4 days. But we'd like to start this on the 18th of June, which is the first full week after teachers leave, and then we'd like to end it on August the 17th, which is the Friday before teachers come back.
Same thing we always do.
Same thing we've always done.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right, got a motion? Second? All right. We have more discussion?
Move it around.
All in favor of this motion, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes.
When's the first day of school?
Whatever that Monday is in August. Okay.
Last Monday?
No,
The last Monday past full moon.
it's the Monday before the 27th.
27th? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Well, you know how it reads, it's almost like that.
That's right, exactly. All right. Item 6 is closed session. I need a motion to go into closed session, please.
I move that we go into closed session pursuant to General Statute 143-318, 911A1, to prevent disclosure of confidential personnel files under General
think so.
Statute
Move.
115C-321.
Ask any questions.
Second. All right, got a motion and a second. All in favor of this motion, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. We'll be in closed session in just a second. All right, we're back in open session at this time. I would like to entertain a motion to accept the personnel report that we just received.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
I got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of this motion, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. All right, moving on down to updates. see, we got the calendar here. Got any changes or anything?
Well, the two upcoming meetings, the 23rd, which I mentioned earlier, is a joint meeting with the county commissioners where we do our budget presentation. It'll be in this room, 12 o'clock on the 23rd. And then we have our monthly board meeting for the month of April on the 26th at 5:30.
Okay. All right. Anything else for calendar? All right. Board member updates. I have one thing I want to inform the board. Hopefully, we will not have any appeal processes, hearings in the very near future, but if we do, I first like to thank EC. She has chaired that process for several years and done an outstanding job, but she has informed me that she's ready for a break. So, with that being said, I've asked Terry Draper at the other end down here if he would like to take on that challenge, and I hope he still says yes. I hope so. Thank you, sir. All right. So if we do, we'll be looking to Terry to be the chairperson for the hearings in the near future. Okay. Anybody else have anything?
God bless you.
That's right. We'll all say a prayer for it down there. All right. Dr. Phipps, you got superintendent update?
Just want to remind you all and the public that Stepping Out is Friday night, tomorrow night at the Washington Performing Arts Center, starting an hour earlier than normal. We're starting at 6 o'clock, so we look forward to it's always a great event. And also, we're in the middle of April, but we're starting to think already into the year. We always need volunteers for testing. So if there's anyone in the public that has time, is willing to come out and serve as a proctor or serve in some other way as we do our end of the year work, please contact your child's school or central services, and we have many opportunities for you to volunteer, and we thank you in advance.
Anything else that needs to be brought up at this time? Seeing none?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
All right. Got a motion, got a second? All right. All in favor? Say aye. All right. Motion adjourned. Thank you very much.